Welcome to It Figures. Tonight I am doing something I have never done before. This is completely different than anything that's ever been on this channel. And I am going to be reviewing and restoring, or at least attempting to restore, the original 1979 Millennium Falcon. Because the thing is so huge, I have to review it on another table. So I'm not doing it on my normal It Figures table, as you can see, because it wouldn't fit. So this is the one thing that every kid in 1979 wanted under the Christmas tree, was the full-size Millennium Falcon. I mean, just look at this thing. It's incredible. The landing gear is a little rough, as you can see. It looks like he has a flat tire, because this one over here refuses to stay up. It just keeps going down, but I'm going to have a fix for that here, hopefully, at some point. Now, you might be asking yourself, where did I get this? Well, there's a store here called the Antique Mall, and saw this in the case, and obviously it is in rough shape. And one of the reasons why I got it was because I thought it'd be fun to try to restore it to its original, or as original as it could get, look from the original 1979 version of it. Now, there's a lot of issues with this ship that I bought, and I'm not sure if I can fix all of them or not. And I'm going to point out all the things wrong with it right now, take you through what's all messed up with it and what I'm going to attempt to fix. I would say this is probably the worst thing on the entire ship, is this right here. It looks like somebody chewed on it over here, and it's completely broken off of here, as you can see. It doesn't even have a tab or nothing to sit in there, it's just laying in there. But it is the original color of the ship, so that's something. You can see the white of the ship. I think the ship was completely white when it came out. It wasn't gray, it wasn't brown like it is now. It was actually white. So this color of the cockpit is actually the color of what this ship was originally supposed to be. The only thing this has going for it is this. It's the original sticker on here. And that's about it. There's no glass in it. The whole front of it is broken out, and I thought there was a tab over here on the side, so maybe not, but I thought there was, so it would fit into the slot better here. As you can see, my ship kind of crashed again back there. So this is in really, really rough shape. So let's take a look at the cockpit. It's not in as bad shape as the outside of it. It still actually has some of the original stickers on here, which I absolutely love. This is something that I think is really cool, that you can take a look back in 1979. Whoever owned this, put their stickers on here, and I always thought, stickers from the 70s were really cool. I mean, just the buttons and the lights and stuff that they put on here. So this actually is not in bad shape. There's a little sticker here. I think there's one over there missing. There's probably other ones missing here. Even the seats themselves in here are pretty well detailed. One of my big issues with this ship, or buying it, when I saw it sitting there, is this right here. These brown marks on here. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like nicotine marks to me somehow. It doesn't look like age marks or cigarette burns even. I don't know what those are. I haven't yet tried to clean the ship. I don't even know what I'm going to clean it with, and I have no idea if these are even going to come out. And I mean, if they don't, then they don't. But it could be. Whoop! That's my landing gear going down. If they don't come out, I mean, they could be like laser burns or something. I don't know, but I'm going to try to clean it up as best as I can and make it the white that it was originally when it came out. On the side here is a little button that when pushed, it's supposed to buzz. It goes bzzz, for the lasers, and it opens up, and you can see there's the battery case in there. I did get some batteries and put them in there, and it does not work. So I'm going to take this entire ship apart to clean it, and I'm going to be looking at the battery, or the little device in there that does make the noise, and see if I can fix it or not. Hopefully I can. Just going to take a moment here to take a look at the detail on this Millennium Falcon. It's fantastic. I mean, look at that. This was from 1979, and just the detail on the sides of it is absolutely awesome. I got a couple more original stickers right here, and there's one up here where, of course, the radar dish is supposed to go. And I was looking some of these parts up on eBay, and believe it or not, this is going to be one of the most expensive parts on this entire ship to replace. I do, however, have this. This is the glass that goes up in the gunner's seat up on top. I don't have the gun itself, but I do have the glass. And it sets in this area right here. And this actually, it also is another costly thing to replace here on Millennium Falcon, so I'm glad to have that. The other thing I'm actually happy to have is the back thrusters here. They're all still there, all the stickers are there, and that's really awesome that they actually look like they're in pretty good shape. The top, however, is missing a few stickers. Right here and right there, obviously, and the other ones are the original stickers. And this thing does pop off, so you can see it. And again, look at the great detail on all this stuff. It's just so cool that they did that. So yeah, so these are some more stickers. I'm going to have to either get the originals or maybe some reprints, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Now, we get to one of the coolest parts of the Millennium Falcon, and of course that's the inside of the Millennium Falcon. So just like the outside, the inside has a lot of issues. So I do have this here, which is, I guess, the gunner, the place where the seat goes. And so this is the place, I think there's like a blue seat that goes in here. And on top, so on top here, this is where the gun will attach. And then there's a seat that goes underneath, and when you turn it, it's supposed to click. As you can kind of hear, it does a little bit. So here we have some kind of issues, and I will even admit, when I was a kid, I did the same thing. I mean, this is all pushed in, all the cardboard is pushed backwards, and there's a little tear down here. It's not too terrible. I mean, I probably put a little tape on the inside, you may never notice, but when I take this whole thing apart, I'm going to fix that so it's not all dented. But the rest of it is actually still in pretty decent shape. So this here worries me a little bit. As you can see, this here, right in there, is the door that opens up so they can get into the ship. And there's supposed to be two blue things coming off of that, so when it goes down, it catches it, so it looks like a ramp. So as you see, that's taped in. I have not taken the tape off of it, so I'm assuming it's just taped in because the blue ramps aren't there, hopefully, and nothing is broke on it. Over here is the landing gear, and you can see why it doesn't want to stay up, because you go push this down and it just slides back up. I mean, there's nothing really there to grip it. So I seen on another channel that you take a little bit of like silly putty and you jam it in here, or you just kind of like stick it on there just a little bit so it stays open so they don't slide up and down, which is one of the little tricks I'm going to try later on. Back here in the back you have some of those cool 70s stickers I like so much. And here's another one, and there's some more over here. Just really nice brightly colored designs and just kind of cool stickers. Okay, so more issues here. So this is where their chessboard, their electronic chessboard would go. It just slid right into there. And there's a big hole right in here, and there's supposed to be a false floor that goes there, just like the movie. You know, they hide inside the false floor. So that is also missing. Speaking of the landing gear, look how awesome this is. The detail in the landing gear is incredible, and this is one of the things I remember as a kid too, on just how much detail is in just one of the legs here for the landing gear. That's just amazing that they did that. And the other great thing that they did was made this thing pretty much full size to the figures. So if you zoom it back here, you can see that Han Solo looks like he's about to jump in the Millennium Falcon, because it's just about the same height as it needs to be in the movie. And that's awesome that they could actually replicate the size of the ship compared to the size of the figures, which even today they really don't do. So I got a lot of work ahead of me to restore this thing here to, I can't really say, I don't know if I'm going to restore it back to factory specs like it just came out of the box and have all original stickers and all original parts and all original everything. I don't know. I mean, I have to take a look to see how hard it is to find the originals compared to some sort of reproduction that looks close enough to the original and that I'd be satisfied with, and without spending thousands of dollars on this. So hopefully you and Han Solo will take this journey with me through the many months it will probably take to get this thing fixed, maybe even a year. I don't know how long it's going to take or how much time I'm going to have to do everything here. So please stay with me. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, you don't want to miss this restoration, do you? No, you don't, because it's going to be exciting. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, become one of our fans here on It Figures, and check out all the other reviews that I have on here, and hopefully the future reviews that will be on here as well. So thank you for watching It Figures.